I'm not going to waste any more time because I know it's still summertime. It's a beautiful evening in August. And thank you to everybody who is joining me live and for everybody that's joining, watching the recording. Thank you also for watching the recording. You rock. So I wanted to have this power hour, first of all, because last week I forgot. And then second of all, because as we near mid-August here and getting into September, October, November, December, it's crazy. It's almost like the fourth quarter of the year, which is nuts to me. Anybody else? Is that just crazy? Yeah, kind of scary. Time flies. I wanted to have a little power hour to talk really quickly before we dive into whatever work you got going on tonight that you're doing, and just kind of talk about how we're seasonal and talk about slumps really quick. So it's so funny to me because anytime that I feel like I'm in kind of like a weird rut energetically, business-wise, with invites, with posting, like lack of motivation in workouts, like all the different things, I feel like I'm snacking more and I'm not drinking enough water and like all these things. Every time I'm going through that, it just takes me asking like 3 other people if they're also going through it, and every single one of them is always going through it. And the thing about it is we're all connected, first of all, right? Like we're not separate. We're unique, yes, but we're all human beings in human bodies with collective consciousness, right? We can all get on that level. So we're also seasonal creatures. And like January, February, March, April, even May, that's like set goals, smash goals, take action, do good work. And then July and August is like a downtime, right? It's like a rest period for us cyclically. And then September, October, we get like a little extra energy and we're like, oh, let's set some new goals. It's kind of like that back to school feel. I haven't been back to school in a little bit and it still feels like September is like the 2nd January, right? It's like the New Year's resolution. So then September, October, you like set some more goals, push for the last quarter, hit some more goals. And then November, December, slowly you like wind down again, right? And then January kick back up. And we're seasonal. We go in cycles, just like nature. It's the exact same. Right? We're all part of it. So right now, July and August is kind of like a downswing chill time, right? You guys can probably feel that. You're probably feeling like you want to just be lazy. You want to be outside. You want to watch Netflix. You aren't really feeling like working out maybe, or eating super clean, or drinking enough water. That's my case anyways. I've been drinking like 1 of these a day, which is not enough water for my body. And it's because this July and August season, for us, and like especially as women, I know that we're all connected for sure, it's like a kind of a down, like a slower reflection period. And the old me used to fight that so vigorously. I would fight that tooth and nail, and I would be like, I have to at least do some tasks, and I have to be super productive, and I have to do this and this and this, and I would literally just make myself shit to do so that I could feel like I was getting stuff done. Do you guys relate to that? Nice. Yeah, everybody's nodding. Okay. So what I'm getting at here is that I've since learned, after the last 3.5 years of figuring out these cycles of these, especially like a Beachbody season too, I'm figuring out the cycles now. I'm learning, when is it go time? When is it rest time? When is it push time? When is it creation time, right? Right now for me is like chill mode, and I'm honoring that. And I want you to give yourself permission to do that as well, if that's where you're at. Right? If you're like super ready to get back into it, then by all means. Where I'm at right now, this week especially, is okay, I was at the lake last week celebrating our team hitting 5-star. That's a really big freaking deal. Thank you for everybody being a part of that. Okay, our team hit 5-star. That's a really, really big deal. The 6 weeks prior to that, I was stressed max out. Last week, I took all week off from coaching, didn't do anything. And tomorrow I'm going to the lake again for a couple days because I feel like, you know what? I still want to have a little bit of chill time. Oh, what's up, Monique? I still want to have a little bit of chill time. And, but what I did today was I organized myself. I figured out, okay, what are the dates of the groups I want to host for the last 3 months of the year? I figured out my last 3 groups. I figured out kind of the names of the last 3 groups I'm going to do and kind of the dates. So I made sure that I'm not just like surprising myself in November with no group and no plan, right? So I sat down today and I was like, okay, if I run this August to September, whatever, I'm doing August 27th to September 25th, Girls That Eat. I'm going to open up 10 new spots and really focus on diving into 2B mindset, especially because it's on sale this month. And I'm going to add an extra incentive for people to do it with me. I'm going to send them 5 recipes to their inbox every week for 30 days, right? So that's something that I'm excited about now. I've planned it today. Sweet. I got my next 30 days planned. And then in September, or September 25th, October 1st, Brandon and I are going to run a Lift 4 couples group. Awesome. Super stoked about that, right? That's going to go 8 weeks. And then in December, I'm going to run a 3-week yoga and crockpot group called like #Shavasana Soup or something, right? So I just planned out my 3 things that I'm going to do until the end of December. And now in my head, I'm like, okay, even if I'm not totally like inviting every single day right now, and even if I'm not totally on my A game of posting right now, I've been putting up like 1 post a day and a couple of Instagram stories. I've been kind of slacking. That's okay. And I'm giving myself permission to not like get lazy with it, but I'm giving myself permission to listen to what I need to right now. And right now for me, I need to be a little bit disconnected from social media, and that's okay too, right? But as long as I'm organized enough and I'm setting my goals, setting my intentions, figuring out, okay, what's the timeline? When do I need to invite to this August 27th second round of Girls That Eat to Be Mindset? Well, probably this weekend is when I should really like push that this weekend, and I'll do that. And I'll just share with you guys like how I brainstormed it. Everything happens in a journal. So this is what it looks like. This is the madness. Okay, notes on notes. So I have Marie Focus, and it's August 27th to be #Girls That Eat Fresh Start Edition, right? Because so many people fell off and stopped drinking water, stopped using the tracker, stopped doing it, maybe didn't even watch all the videos. So I decided, okay, in August, I'm going to really help 10 new women get started with To Be Mindset. It's on sale. It's an awesome program. It really helps moms, teachers, anybody doing shift work, anybody that's going back into like back to school season. It is helpful, right? To have those principles in place, to get those extra recipes and that kind of thing, and support. So I've got, okay, I'm going to pull some results from our current Girls That Eat group. I'm going to pull people in there and say, hey, can I use your transformation pictures? What's your experience with this so far? And take some of the text, cut it, and use it in my Instagram stories. I'm going to write a blog post about it, right? And if you don't have a blog, you can just do a couple different social media posts about it. I'm going to gather 20 different recipes of my own so that I can email 5 a week and already have them and just copy and paste or whatever the recipes to people's emails once a week. I'm going to make a little grocery PDF on Canva. I'm going to make a little like I'm committed to this 30-day To Be Mindset challenge on Canva. Okay. And then I'm just going to do it. That's it. That's my game plan. But I just wrote down for myself today, okay, this is the date. This is what I'm going to do. This is my intention. That's my focus. Great. And then I've got a couple other things before that October 1st couples lift group. Of course, you guys are all welcome to that. I've just been noticing that a lot of couples are doing it together. And I was like, hey, this is a great idea. Let's capitalize on this. When it launches, let's do a couples lift group. Sweet. And obviously people who aren't in couples are welcome in it too, right? So that's kind of what I wanted to start with, is just, we're seasonal. If you're in like a down week, kind of, if you're feeling like you're just really pushing against the grain and you're frustrated with what you're doing, just breathe, write down your shit, get yourself organized kind of with a game plan for the rest of the year, and just understand that if you're not doing everything every day, that's okay. And you don't have to kick yourself for it, right? Stacy says we can still add people to Girls That Eat group. Of course. Yeah, the Girls That Lift group and the Girls That Eat group are going to stay up. I might even just leave them up. And then in the fall sometime, I might like clean it up somewhat or add a place for people to put different posts, kind of how I did an 80-day obsession. You know, I had a place for recipes, a place for quotes, a place for sweaty selfies and stuff. I might do that just so it's less convoluted. But other than that, those groups are going to stay up. So feel free to continue to use them. I'm just sharing something that I am excited about, and like I wanted to change it up a little bit, you know, like we've got those 2 groups running all summer. That's super awesome. And I asked Kaylee and Carly to post for 2 of the weeks so that it's not just me talking all the time, because that'll switch it up a little bit, get some fresh perspective. And I just wanted to change some things up, because if you continue to make coaching exciting for yourself, you're in control of it, right? Continue to make coaching exciting for yourself, and then it never feels like it's a chore or a drag or that you have to, right? You continue to choose to make it fresh for yourself, and then by doing so, it's always fun and it's always exciting. It's still $10 off challenge packs. Yeah, you bet. So To Be Mindset right now is $186, you guys. Unbelievable. And I get forever access. $186 for To Be Mindset and Shakeology, or $235 for To Be Mindset, Shakeology, and BOD for the whole year. Again, nuts. And then Lift 4 is, I have the numbers, $200 for Lift 4 and Shakeology or Performance Stack, and $266 for Lift 4 and Shakeology and Performance Stack together. So that's awesome. And for me, like, I'm loving Lift 4. I think it's so awesome, but I'm switching my focus to be mindset because in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's middle August. It's soon to be September. If anybody wants to do Lift 4 with me in the next little while and start on their own kind of in the Lift Girls That Lift group, that's great. But I'm not going to start a group until October 1st when there's like all this energy and hype around it. So I might as well switch my focus to be mindset a little bit for August, September. Right. And then even there's going to be the Shift Shop, like extra workout, like Shift Shop 2.0 or whatever comes out in October as well. So that's another option if you're like looking for something to switch it up. I know Brittany Holko, her and I were talking, and she's going to do another round of 80-day obsession and get a crew going doing 80-day obsession for the last however many weeks 80-day obsession is of the year. Right. So you can do whatever you want to do with this. That's kind of what I wanted to get at. So are there any questions or anything, or does that help any with where you're at? A little bit? Yes. Kaylee says yes. I'd be so curious to know, since like I know this is like an informal team call / power hour. So if you want to, feel free to dive into your work stuff and just mute me if that's what you want. But I'd be super curious to know like if that's kind of like what's going on in your world right now, / like what your focus is on right now. If anybody wants to share where they're at. So just want to know. Yeah, go ahead, Erin.
Okay. I've just noticed that in my little group, it's been super quiet.
Yeah.
And so my friend, Kendra, she just signed up as a coach with her sister or whatever, so that's good, kind of some fresh blood. But everybody else, I think they're just summer mode, kind of like you were saying, cycles.
Yeah.
And so that makes me feel better knowing that's probably exactly what they're experiencing right now. Is it's just they're doing their thing, and that's fine. And I'm still trying to post and get them excited, but yeah, it's hard when nobody's really
engaging,
active. You know, it's like I'm kind of talking to myself. So that's I've been trying to figure out how do I get people engaged again, and
I'll give you the secret.
School stuff. I'm best. So I have some echo going, I think. But I'm like still super pumped about the Lift 4, and I think everybody else is just kind of peter off. So I don't know. I'm wanting to get them back engaged and get them psyched up again. So any helpful hints or insights would be appreciated for that.
Do you want to know the secret to keeping people motivated all the time? You create FOMO by introducing new people.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing, but it works. Anytime, like I'm always adding new people for many reasons. Like I want to spread this as far as humanly possible. That's my obsession. I want our team to continue to thrive. And I know that bringing on new blood every month is a really key part of that, because it helps older coaches ignite their fire again and then learn from the young ones, the new ones, right? And vice versa. And then same thing with challengers. I run a new group every single month, like except for when it's like an 8-week program, like right now, because I know that excitement, that fresh start feeling is so what's the word I'm looking for? Contagious. So even if you're hosting, because I know you have your health and happiness page that you run through, even like making a funky cover photo for a couple of weeks, even doing like a themed couple of weeks, like this week we're going to talk all about nutrition, this week we're going to talk all about mindset and self-love, this week we're going to talk all about meal prep and momming, you know, like whatever your stuff is. This week we're going to talk about self-care and how it's not all just like Lush bath bombs and napping, right? And sometimes it's about setting boundaries in relationships, and you can talk about that kind of stuff too. So I've done where I have like just changed the cover photo. I've done themed weeks, always bringing in new people. That is like a real key one for sure. And oh yeah, and what did you?
It's always good.
Oh yeah, giveaways. People love presents.
I do a prize. I do a draw at the end of my groups all the time. They love it.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be something crazy. Like, you know, I gave away a blue Beachbody journal
or whatever.
Say it again.
Yeah, like a shaker cup or whatever. Yeah, just something little. They love it. People love shit.
I buy these, Erin. I'll get a coach sampler pack every couple months or whatever. It's like $50, and it comes with a full box of Energize samples, a full box of Hydrate samples, and then like 10 Shaco, I think, one of each flavor. think that's what it is. So I'll give away, like I'll send in a little like envelope, 2 things of Energize and a little handwritten note as a prize. And that's like a cheap but awesome prize, right? You're like, here's your hype.
Okay.
Good job. Proud of you. Or like
Okay.
whatever, like an Etsy hair tie or something. Or I've done Amazon gift cards because you can just send Amazon gift cards to people's email address and you don't have to pay for shipping. So I've done like a $15 Amazon gift card, you know, so.
Yeah, coffee gift cards or some of your prizes. If you hit Success Club, I give some of those away.
Yeah. It's fun. And like, it just keeps it fresh. So like whatever of any of that sticks out to you and you're like, ooh, I kind of like that. I think I want to run with that, something like that. Go for it. And like, you're super creative. You're a teacher. I know that you've got that in your bones. But it's you're not alone. And don't worry. Some groups just are like that. Some months just are like that. I have run groups where I'm like, this is literally my best shit I've ever put out. And it's just crickets. And I'm like, what is happening? What's wrong with my stuff? And it's not me. It's just a season. It's just some people aren't checking, you know?
Right.
So don't worry.
Okay. No, I like that. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. What's up, Amy?
Pondering.
Nice to see you. All right. Does anybody else have any, wherever you're at that they want to speak about, anything that's working really well for you right now? That's always nice to hear from people. And Amy, just to catch you up, we kind of talked about how it's like a slower season, and for anybody that feels like they're on the struggle bus, it's because it's a slower season / summertime / we're getting back to school season. I guarantee, watch, once September hits, like the week before September, you guys are going to feel it. And even if you like don't go back to school, you're going to feel the back to school vibe and you're going to be like, ooh, yes, I got to clean. I got to organize. I got to get shit done. It's real. It's tangible. So.
Yes, I'm totally struggling right now.
What do you
I'm usually like, by this time I usually have like hit Success Club. So yeah, I think from just being out of the loop from my surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm in a funk. I got to get back. And then I lost like Jeff, the one I had under him.
Yeah.
Like quit coaching or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I guess the diamond thing's not happening, but yeah, I'm just in a bit of a funk. So I got to get out of it.
You're literally
get back.
4 coaches away from diamond. I'm pretty sure it's happening for you at some point. That's another thing too. Like, always remember, you guys, that whatever success you're seeing right now, whatever success or fruition or funk you're seeing, so fruition or funk we'll go with, whatever you're seeing right now is a direct reflection of what happened 2 to 3 months back. So if 2 to 3 months back you were in chill mode or you were in do mode, whatever you were doing then, you're going to see the success or the stagnation. God, I'm doing good with these like dual words right now. You're going to see that right now. Okay. So whatever work you're putting in right now in the beginning of August, you're actually not quite going to see the like total effects of that until October or even November, right? It's like whatever you're doing today, you're going to see 2 to 3 months ahead of time. So that's why the momentum, like keeping that momentum going, is so key. And Stacey, for something like yours, you went through a crazy surgery, still hit Success Club that month, might I add. You should probably do one of these for that, right? You had a crazy surgery and downtime, and was like at the lake and trying to enjoy summer and healing in the first place. So of course that month is going to be a little slower for you. So then that's probably why now you're like, hey, wait, what am I doing again? What are my dates again? Why isn't everything running so smoothly? It's just because you're out of momentum. That's all it is. And the way to get back into that is just to start taking those steps. Just figure out the date of your next group, figure out some social media posts, talk to some new people, get some new conversations going, get some challenge packs. So like, it's just the like momentum of doing stuff, like taking messy action step by step. I only know about it because I've been there. Sometimes I go there again. I'm like, why am I here again? What happened? But yeah. All right. Well, if everybody else is cool to do power hour stuff, then you're welcome to mute me and go for it. Usually, I guess, like on the first one of the month, since we didn't have it, usually in the first one of the month, it's kind of like first of the month, set your goals, like make your list of people. And I can kind of share what I do and what I'm doing like right now, tonight/tomorrow morning, for anybody that's jumping on that's like, hey, I'm not really sure where to start. And if you're like diving into work, just mute me. But what I'm doing personally, and I gotta admit to this too, I haven't sent out like proper invites in about 2 weeks probably. And I haven't friended new people or followed new people daily consistently in like 3 weeks probably, right? So don't ever assume that everybody else is like 100% and doing everything all the time. Honestly, the only behaviors that I've been doing this last like 2-3 weeks, because it was such a stressful time with holding 5-star and hitting that big goal and stuff with our team, I am still putting out 1 social media post per day that's something of value. I'm still putting out Instagram stories, and then I am doing like a 20-minute max, like 20-minute maximum scroll where I like people's stuff, comment people's stuff, and then I'm sending like maybe 5 DMs a day / answering DMs on Instagram. That's all I'm doing. So I'm just like trying to talk to a couple new people a day if possible. Some days I go without talking to new people, and even some days I go without clearing my inbox, which is like very unlike me. But like I said before, it's a weird kind of chill season, and I think people are more forgiving than ever right now because everybody's kind of in the same season, still struggling my way through building a routine and good habits. And it's hard to, Amy, like in the summertime especially, trying to figure that out. And you were doing classes too, right, in the summer? Yeah. So that's probably contributing to it a lot. But you know what I'll say? If you can wing your morning, if you can find a way to wing your morning and like get your workout done before starting your day, your workout and your PD, that's going to make a big difference for you. I just, every time I win my morning and I like don't start the day on social media and I just get my meditation, my workout, and my PD in, everything else is just juicy, right? Gravy. Not juicy. Just making words up right now.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So just out of curiosity, like for the Success Club trip in March, what happens if you don't hit Success Club 1 month?
I can't.
Like you just pay like then, right? Like you don't. They don't say, "Oh, you're not coming."
No, you're for sure.
Like you still get to go.
Yes. I love it. I'm so excited. I'm excited too. It's gonna be awesome. No, you still, I think it would just be like that month wouldn't contribute towards paying off the cruise.
Right.
But you hit Success Club. Did you hit Success Club 10 a bunch of months? Or are you hitting?
I wouldn't say a bunch, but a couple.
So you would have had, okay, well, you should be close anyways, because there's still, like, we still have till January to hit that. But yeah, like Carly came to Mexico last year and she didn't hit Success Club every single month out of 12, and it was all fine. So
okay,
yeah, that's exciting
like,
stuff.
what's the formula? Like, how do you keep track? I guess. Like they send me, you know, like here's where you're at, and like so. But I'm just like, okay, everything's all good. But I'm just like, at what point are you not allowed to go on the trip? Am I already committed and I'm going? If I don't, say I don't hit Success Club from now till March, I mean, that's not going to happen. Yeah. Would I still be able to go?
Yes. Well, and also because you already put down your deposit and you already registered, right?
Okay. So you just have to pay the difference, but you can still go.
Yeah. Okay. Because you qualified for it in the first place. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you hadn't have hit Success Club for your whole first year to qualify, you wouldn't have been invited, and then you wouldn't go, right? So, but now that you made it, it would just be the difference of you paying the couple months that whatever the difference in payment would be for that cruise, but you'll hit it. Just hit Success Club every month and you'll be fine. It's August 13th. What are you being all morbid about your Success Club right now? It's literally only 2 weeks in. Like, what?
I'm behind. I don't like it.
I know. But some months are weird. Like I've gone from like 0 to 12 on like the last day of the month sometimes. So just have new conversations, and don't focus on the number and don't focus on the struggle, because that's what you're going to manifest then, right? You know about that. So just have fun with it. Have nice conversations with people. Just open yourself to genuinely helping them, and those people will come around. And then you're going to have somebody randomly message you from out of the blue, and they're going to be like, hey, me and my cousin want to join. And you're going to be like, oh, sweet. That's awesome. You know, that's how that works. So yes. I can't remember where I was at. and saying what I do for my thing, but that's okay. If you guys have any questions or anything, just unmute yourself / use the chat, and then I'll see it. I actually should share something with you guys, just because I don't get to see you face to face very often. So I don't know who I'm unmuted on, but I'm doing something super exciting in September. I'm hosting my first 2 in-person Learn to Meditate workshops in Saskatoon at Club Minx. Oh, I know. I don't know how to do it or what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. So talk about getting out of your comfort zone. Stay tuned for info.
Yes. Oh my God.
I know.
That's awesome.
Doing it.
So tell us the details, because I want to come.
So it's going to be $30, 2 hours on a Saturday, either the 15th or the 22nd at Club Minx. There's meditation chairs there. I think it's maximum 25 people per session. So once I get it all figured out how to actually like sell tickets online, or if I just want to do an e-transfer or something, I don't know. I got to figure that out first. Then I'll do that, and there'll be 25 spots. And yeah, then it's going to be a 2-hour learn to meditate, learn how to implement meditation into your daily life, and then a 10-minute meditation at the end altogether, and a question period.
What days again?
Saturday, September 15th is the first one, and then Saturday, September 22nd is the second one, from 10 a.m. till noon. I'm going to answer the questions about the lunch. Oh my gosh, Monique, don't say sorry. I know you enjoyed it, so I just need to know that it wasn't terrible, pretty much. Yes. And actually, you know what? Just so I can totally distract you guys and jump around, because I've got all these different things on my brain. I am going to be creating some kind of a like PDF follow along for our coach training. Do you think that would be helpful? I guess before I create it, I should ask if that would be helpful. Do you think it would be helpful to have like a little workbook to go along with the 8 lessons or whatever, the 11 lessons of being a new coach, like a little like workbook basically that people could print off and use ish, maybe? Yeah, I was thinking of either doing that or making like some new, like at the end of the lesson, be like, here's the key points of the video, here's the key points to know. So I don't know if I should do key point stuff in there or just make a little workbook. So any feedback on that would be helpful for sure.
The workbook would be awesome, because then they actually like take action and do it while they're going along. Because I have a couple new coaches like Caitlin on this call that I think that'd be awesome for her to go through that, or eventually for new coaches to do that. So.
Okay, and then I figured it'd be a good place for people to like make notes and stuff. Like I'm an avid notebook taker, and when I started, I had a little notebook that I like wrote down notes from YouTube videos and stuff before coach trainings or everything. So I feel like that might be helpful then. So workbook. Hi, Bran.
Hi.
Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
Hi, Bran.
Hello. How's everybody? Hi. Shout plate. I found a sugar that's up as mine, so we can run and get that plated.
Okay. I'll see you in a bit. Okay. We went and bought this old Lexus. Well, Brandon bought this old Lexus car from this guy tonight at like 6 o'clock. He's all stoked. He got it for like $1,500, which is unheard of for a Lexus. And anyways, he's wheeling and dealing, and I'm just along for the ride. He's gonna go play it.
Always. That's so funny.
Okay, along the same lines of that workbook, just so I know like what would be most helpful, do you think it would be most helpful to have just a workbook to go alongside each lesson, or to have some specific like how to host a challenge group with like a little list of like how-tos, or like how, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Cool. Like I think along with the lessons would help, like to
like a checklist of like, here's the things you want to do, how to host a Zoom call, like that kind of thing. Like just, yeah. Okay.
Like literally like what's it called?
A manual.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking about it. Like it makes it so much easier if it's like kind of systematized, you know, like everybody puts their own flavor on it, but if it's kind of systematized in like here's the box of like how to, I mean, we have that in the Coach Online office too. They do such a good job on the training, but if we have kind of like here's a how to like manual, put your own flavor on there, I think that might help with the initial road bumps of learning social media at the same time as learning how to invite people and have connections and talk about the stuff.
Hey Marie, have you read this book? It's called First We Make the Beast Beautiful.
No, what is it?
Sarah Wilson wrote it. It's her journey through anxiety. It's a really good one. So if anyone has like anxiety, this is a really good read.
First We Make the Beast Beautiful.
Yeah, and it's at Costco. That's where I picked it up like maybe a couple months ago.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I've been really enjoying it.
You know, it's really sweet, especially because it's going to be legalized too, so it'll be more readily available. But something that's helped my anxiety so much, you guys, like so much that it's crazy, is meditation. First of all, like a daily meditation practice, and CBD oil. I use like a very little bit of CBD oil sublingually every morning, just a little bit.
What's it called?
CBD oil, like it's hemp oil.
It's
CBD, like it's hemp oil, like from the marijuana plant, but it's got no THC in it, so you don't have like a high or anything, or
like you don't get the hallucinations and stuff.
No, but what it does is it helps you have an endocannabinoid system in your body, and it's the exact same genetic makeup as what you have in your body, so your body just processes it naturally. So it basically just helps you, I guess, chill out when you otherwise would be like erratic and
without taking like a drug. Yeah. So where do you get it?
So I had to actually get a prescription because it isn't technically legal yet, but there's lots of places you could probably find it before October, and in October it'll just explode. But you could probably get it anywhere online.
Like you didn't get it from the naturopath?
You could probably get it. Well, even Stacey, when we went to that hair salon place, they had like a CBD blend, that little oil, and that was awesome stuff. I've been putting that on my sore muscles and stuff, and it works really awesome. So you could probably find, I'm sure there's places in Saskatoon even that sell. You just have to make sure that it's a quality quality blend if you're going to take it internally.
Okay.
So yes, but highly recommend meditation and CBD. Those are like the two things that, crazy. Like I haven't had a panic attack in a year, so that should probably, well, that's not true. I had like one, but circumstantial. So
I've been anxious lately, and I think it's just because I'm so off my routine. I've been drinking more at the lake. That never helps, right? You're staying up later. I'm hosting, so that's kind of stress because you're always having company up at the lake and stuff. But so that's good.
I find booze is like the trigger for me now, especially like having having gone multiple like longer stints without drinking. Anytime I drink more than 2 nights, well, like now I can't drink really at all because health stuff, but anytime I go more than like 2 nights of having a few drinks, my anxiety just kicks in so hot. And I never noticed it before, but now I definitely do. I don't know if anybody else is the same way. Yeah,
it's time for a cleanse.
That's why I'm going back into 2B. I'm just like, man, I got to get back into 2B mindset, drink a bunch of water, write down what I'm eating, find some awesome recipes. I found the coolest recipe, and I finally found something that I can make like tortillas with that are gluten-free, corn-free, potato-free, right, like rice-free, all the things. And they're like 5 ingredients. Oh, right on. That's okay, Erin. Go get sweaty. Thanks for showing up. Say hi to Chris.
Have a good workout. You're making me
hype juice. Hype juice.
It's all done.
Oh no, you need more.
You gotta go before it wears off.
Go enjoy.
Have a good workout.
Which workout are you doing tonight?
Legs.
Oh yeah, good luck.
See you later.
Okay, bye.
I think you just inspired me to go work out too.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't get my workout in today.
There's only 3 minutes left on our Zoom, our free Zoom, so that worked out well. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Stace. Funny.
Are we working now?
I know.
Everyone just, I'm like, oh, whoops, my computer died. I like had to scramble there.
I'm the worst. I like plan this awesome power hour workday and then I just end up talking the whole time. So I apologize.
No, it's good to be like, I'm not alone in this slump, like you saw on my team page, but like, yikes.
You know what's so funny, Kaylee? You posted that and I literally did like one scroll of Facebook and it was Talisa, Carly, you, Jill, and one other coach. And every single post was like in a different group or a different like public page. And every single one was like, I gotta be honest, I fell off. I gotta admit this. I'm struggling. And every single one. And I was just like, oh, nobody's alone. We're on it together.
Yeah.
That works. Also super quick, because we do have less than a minute before this kicks us off. But if somehow you guys can make it to Saskatoon at some point in August, I was thinking of having some kind of a like team barbecue potluck thing to celebrate going 5-star, because it is totally a team effort. And not this weekend, but yeah, not sure. So sometime in August, and if needed, September, if everybody's like willing, I guess, and wants to, then I was thinking of doing kind of like a potluck. We did it last year at my house that I was living in, and it was super fun. And since we're in a condo now, I think we might have to do it at Carly's, because she's got a backyard and a barbecue and fire pit and stuff. Yes? Okay. Yes. It won't be the last. And there's a Christmas party too. So if you can't make this one, then there's definitely a Christmas bowling party that we do every year. Bowling and karaoke is our jam. Boomerang styles. But anyways, I love you all. I'm going to get cut off right away. Thank you so much for showing up. And I hope you have an awesome week. Bowling is my shit. That's why you are my people. I hope you guys have an awesome week. And if you have any questions or anything, or you're like, hey, I'm struggling with this, just post it in the team page. Like, we're all in this together. This is a we business, right? Even though it's individual coaching, it's a we thing. So post or reach out to your upline. Everybody's happy to help, of course, because we all love each other. Love you. All right, I'm gonna head out. I gotta eat some supper, and I'll put the recording in the team page. Bye, friends.